there, and welcome to Soulbean's Home Kitchen. We're filming from my house today so that we can take our masks off and not wear gloves and be able to talk to you better. Today we're going to teach you how to make smoothie pups. So instead of freeze pups, we're going to make a smoothie, and I'll give you some tips and tricks along the way and turn them into freeze pups that you can enjoy all year long. We are going to be using a Vitamix blender to make the smoothie today. And just a quick side story, this Vitamix blender is the first blender ever used at Soulbean. This is how all of our first recipes were made on this oldest blender's about, Soulbean's 15 years old, this blender's probably 17 years old. So that's what we'll be using today. I get asked all the time for recommendations on blenders. I do highly recommend the Vitamix. There's sales all the time on them. They will last. But if budget's an issue, really any blender works. So whatever you can do, just about anything will work to make a good smoothie. So we also submitted a second video on how to make a quinoa bowl, a quinoa salad. It's a terrific little quinoa salad, and it's a great side dish for a cookout instead of something with heavy mayo like a potato salad or macaroni salad. So we hope you enjoy that quinoa salad recipe as well. So to get started with the smoothie pups, I go on Amazon. I think it's $10 for 100, something like that. I'll include the link after this video. And I buy what you would find is a freeze pop wrapper, and it comes with this little funnel. So after we make the smoothie,
very true. Very, very true.
We will pour the smoothie into this funnel. The USDA recommends that we have 5 to 9 servings of fruit and vegetables a day, and as a mom, I know that's hard to fit in, especially dark leafy greens and eating, as they say, eating all the colors of the rainbow. So smoothies are a great way to get all those colors and fruits and vegetables, vitamins and minerals into our diets. And I guess before we begin, we should even introduce our special helpers today. I'm here with my 2 daughters.
Yeah, my name's Sydney.
This is Lila. Lila has her first wiggly tooth today, so she might even lose a tooth during this video. And they've been helping me make smoothies. It's a fun part of what we do when they have play dates. We make smoothies together. And these smoothie pups are great after soccer. They're terrific if we go to the beach in the summer. The reason why these are important is you'll see the ingredients that go into these smoothie pups, all natural, whole food, and superfood ingredients. I have a list of the ingredients that are in the traditional freeze pups that you buy at the store. So, not just yet. The freeze pups that you buy at the store have water, high fructose corn syrup, this is in order, citric acid, natural and artificial flavoring, artificial coloring, blue number 1, green number 3, red number 40, yellow number 5, and yellow number 6. Vegetable gums, less than 1/10 of 1% benzoate of soda and potassium sorbate. Those are the ingredients. None of those were food. None of those were fruit. So not a big deal. We don't have a ton of freeze pups, but if we can find places in our lives to eliminate these processed foods and chemicals, the better. I know that these food colorings have been linked to things like autism and ADHD. I know that some of that's controversial, but we all know as moms that sugar, junk food, never mind girls, right? You never get a little hyper when you have sugar. Not here, but for some children, it can lead to behavior problems, and we're obviously not getting the nutrition we need. So we're all about, Soulbean's all about boosting the immune system, and the way our immune system works is it's built and designed to detect things that are foreign. So if we eat these ingredients that I just listed, those are foreign ingredients to our body. Our immune system's gonna say, this isn't food, this isn't natural, and fight it off. So instead of fighting off our food and using our energy and depleting our resources to get rid of these unnatural substances, instead we're filling our body with immune boosting ingredients. So in terms of the year we've just had, we all know how important it is to have a strong and healthy immune system. So eating whole natural foods and avoiding these highly processed foods is a really great way to do that. So we'll start with making the smoothie. I have some great helpers to do that. And then while we're making it, I'll talk about some ingredients we're not using but that you could use to make your smoothie today. So we'll just grab our blender. A tip for blending is I always start with the frozen ingredients and then the superfoods. Then I use the liquid and add less is more. I start with less and then I fill it as I need to go. So the first ingredient, we're gonna make a citrus tasting smoothie today. First ingredient is gonna be something that I love. It's hard to find, it's not always out. It's passion fruit. So our first ingredient is going to be, this is an all-natural organic passion fruit.
It looks like this. It's fruit.
Can you pour it in, the whole thing? Okay, awesome. Next up, mangoes. Mangoes, mangoes and pineapples with a lot of like mangoes. Next up, who has the bananas? Okay, half a cup of those bananas. So a trick with bananas is how many of you buy bunches of bananas and before you know it, they're all rotten. So I think I have some at my house today. They're already almost brown. As soon as they get to about this stage, that's when you can put them in a Ziploc bag, throw them in the freezer, and when it's time to make a smoothie, use your brown frozen bananas. So you don't have to waste your food. And you can do that with avocado too. If you're slicing up an avocado and you only use a bit of it, take the other half, put it in a glass container, put it in the freezer, and you can have an avocado ice cube as part of your smoothie. It's one of my favorite things to do. Throw in a few more, maybe like 5 more pieces. Okay. I love to add leafy greens to smoothies. So kale is a great leafy green to add. You get a lot of nutrition by doing that. That's perfect. Kale is rich in iron, magnesium, vitamin A, C, and B6. When I put kale in smoothies, I remove the stem. It makes it bitter. So the way your kids and possibly husband won't know that you added kale to your smoothie is to take out the stem and just add this kale. We're not going to do kale today.
I know your secret now.
Kale. I like to do kale with berries, dark berries, and acai. I find that it's masked better by that bitterness of the berry. So I save the kale for that smoothie. With the citrus smoothies, this is just my own personal preference. I like to add spinach. So we're gonna add maybe a handful of that spinach to the smoothie. Now, I don't know about you, but without doing this, how many scoops of spinach would your kids have had today? So this is just a great way to get some spinach, extra spinach into your kids' diet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add some spinach. What else should we do? How about some strawberries? Throw some strawberries in, do the whole cup of those.
Okay.
Strawberries are good in almost any smoothie. Pineapple.
The whole thing?
Yep, whole thing.
Pineapple definitely. Bye-bye.
Okay, and we'll do the only real superfood ingredient we're gonna add today is some flax seeds. So here's a great container of flax seeds. When you use them, they have to be refrigerated as soon as they're opened.
They're magic seeds.
We call them magic seeds. So Lila, can you use a spoon
They look like pixie dust, so we call them magic seeds.
and put a spoonful? Not so much. Half of that. There you go. There you go. That's great. Throw that in there. So we're adding flax seeds. Flax seeds have healthy omega-3s, essential fiber, protect against heart disease and other ailments. Flax seeds basically are giving you the fatty amino acids that you need. Stuff that's not found in a kid's basic macaroni and cheese diet. Getting flax seeds. So a couple other things I wanted to talk about before we add the liquid are some other superfood ingredients you could use. Sometimes I squeeze a lemon, especially in the summertime. Squeeze a lemon into the smoothie, gives it that nice little punch. You can grate a little bit of ginger if you like that taste. I love to add this. I think adults like this taste more than kids. It's coconut manna. You're also getting your rich, healthy fats from this. So that's a nice thing to add.
I don't want to add it.
And
you
then,
have to give a smoothie to Daddy. He'll have all of it. I don't want that thing either.
So, I also wanted to talk about, this is a question we get all the time at Soulbean, organic raw cacao nibs. This is what we use in our smoothies and smoothie bowls at Soulbean. It's just in. So the ingredients in raw cacao nibs, the only ingredient is organic fair trade cocoa beans. That's it. So why is that healthy? So people always talk about chocolate having that bliss chemical. That's what you find from the organic cocoa nibs. It boosts immunity, it improves cardiovascular health, it's loaded in antioxidant, it can improve memory, help shed fat, help boost your bliss. So it's a great superfood. Now, parents ask why that versus other types of chocolate? Why is raw cacao better? So first of all, it's less processed. Once you heat things, you kill a lot of vitamins and minerals. This is a healthier brand of mini chips. We use these in my house. The ingredients here, the first one's cane sugar. So once you start adding sugar, your body again is breaking down refined foods that's hard to process versus using it as energy. So cane sugar, unsweetened chocolate, and cocoa butter. That's a healthier version. This is what we typically see at a store, these types of chocolate chips. Ingredients in these are sugar first, chocolate, cocoa butter, non-fat milk, milk fat, soy lecithin, and a natural flavor. We don't quite know what that is. So obviously you're not getting the superfood boost of nutrition from these guys that you would from this. Once you start cooking it out and processing it, you lose that nutrition because you're adding a lot of stuff that's not so good for you. The next step to making our smoothie will be to add the liquid. Here's another tip. I buy really good juice. Juice that's very pure and doesn't have any added sugar or natural flavors in it. It's a lot more money, but it ends up not costing me that much because I always water it down. I use this much juice to a lot of water. We use a very pure coconut water at Soul Bean. I also drink this at home. We also water this down. So when we make this smoothie today, we're going to do, sure, we're gonna do some, okay, we're gonna do part orange juice, part coconut water, and part water. Okay, so Cindy, you can go first with it. I'll tell you when to stop, just a minute. Okay. I'm just eyeballing this. You want to have it filled up just about basically where it is, and then like I said, I will take my cup of water, and when I blend, I'll add as I go. So Lila is going to fill it.
I don't think that's
very heavy. I should have given her a smaller cup. Okay, that's good.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Good job.
It's gonna be very juicy smoothie.
So I'm going to turn around now. It's going to get noisy for a minute.
Lila! Where's my headphones? Where's my headphones?
As I mentioned, it's an old blender, so it screams a little bit now and then. I forgot to talk about this, and when I make smoothies in general into Soul Bean, I don't add agave syrup, but when I make smoothie puffs, I do. Agave, honey, maple syrup, if you add this for a smoothie puff, it will help it freeze better. It won't be as icy. It's a natural sweetener. There's very good for you. It's low in the glycemic index in terms of sugar. So I'm gonna add a little agave nectar to help it freeze nicely and not have it really icy and
I like that
have to pull it out. Girls, emergency. I forgot to add the most important ingredient. Who remembers what that is? Okay. Emergency. I'm glad we caught that. Okay. Add some love. Okay. We always add love. At Soul Bean too. Add love to everything we make, and everything will taste better. Help our bodies work better. Once your smoothie is all blended, we're not going to make all of these right now, but just to show you how easy it is, take out the little baggies. Take your little funnel and fill it up. I always fill it maybe like 3/4 of an inch before the line, because once you pinch it, it will overflow. I'm going to stop there, take it out, and that's just about right. We'll put that in the freezer. This amount of a pitcher will probably make about 15 smoothie puffs. And I always have, like at this stage, before I make them all, I would have these girls sample it, and they can tell me it needs more strawberries, it needs more pineapple. Here you go. How is it? You taste the passion fruit. These are smoothie puffs I made this morning. They've been in the freezer all day. So when it's time to open them, you can open them without scissors.
They're a little mouthy.
Yes, they've been sitting out while we've done this. So you can open them without scissors, but I usually pack a baby pair of scissors or something. You cut them open.
Can you put it in here?
Sure. Can you taste this out? After soccer, or even like after school pickup on the way to dance, something like that. You can have these in a cooler in your car. A healthy snack ready to go. Thank you for watching. Cheers to spring and Smoothie Pups. Bye. So after we stopped rolling last time, I started to make Smoothie Pups and I didn't finish. So apparently this one was a hit. They both finished, including in her very big cup. It's gone. This was gone in like about 3 minutes. Happy Get Moving Night. Thank you to the organizers of Get Moving Night that despite the pandemic.
My teacher is one.
Mrs. Libby, despite the pandemic, they still managed to pull a Get Moving Night together. Cheers to seeing you in person next year.
Cheers.